Hey guys, welcome to Bali Praia Podcast. Today's guest, we got no one else than DJ David Penn. Hey guys, and welcome to another Bali Praia Podcast. Here with you, we got Buddy, and today I'm interviewing one house legend, no one else than David Penn, who is, welcome by the way,
Thank you.
who is an icon in the Spanish electronic music scene, not to mention the world, and has done more than 20 years of successful career. And as a producer, he has made more than 200 productions and remixes. He owns his own record label, Urbana Records, and it's probably one of the best house labels in the world. Remixed big artists like Mariah Carey, Boy George, Simply Red, Jon Cutler, Master at Work, Candi Staton, and more. Pure house legend. We even call you King of House. That's how we. So David Penn, that's just first question to get to know people know you. David Penn, is that your real name?
Well, it's not exactly my real name. My name is David Pennin, which doesn't sound so good. So I felt that to put out the I need Penn. Just it. But yeah, I'm Spanish. So I'm not English. Many people think that I'm not an English because, but it's almost the same. But I prefer Penn.
That's good. And you started producing and DJing. When was that?
Well, I started as a producer in 1992, and I was not interested in DJ at that time. But during the years, I started to produce, and I saw the reaction of my music on the clubs, and I say, well, I think I'm missing something, you know. So I just started to move to DJing, and I discovered that I really like it, you know, because it's when you are producing house music, you need to understand the dance floor. In my early years, I was working with some DJs that they bring me the inputs of the music that was around. But when I started to be a DJ, I really know how to do it by myself, and it's something that I really love. I love to produce, but I love to play also, because almost I play my music. So it's amazing, you know, when you play your music and the people react in a good way. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and I mean, from all the genres that's been out in the world, why house music?
Well, I started studying music when I was a kid, and I always wanted to make something by myself because I played in some bands, but at the end was, you know, sometimes one guy didn't came when, you know, it was like, you know, it was not something in my control, you know, so I started to listen to house music, and I love it because it was musical, it had power, and it was something that I could do in my own home. And yeah, it was like reality. I started to enjoy the house music, and then, you know, it became my profession.
So he's from a background from, you play piano, right?
Yeah, since I was 9 years old.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so the turning point of your career, I mean, was it, you've been in the scene for a very long time, and was it actually when you did the song Esperanza or Will I with Choose, or was it a gig or something that actually you felt like this was my turning point?
Well, I had in my career, I think three times like this. In the 90s, I didn't sign by my name, but I had a big success, which was the K-Dog, the Night Train. It was a global hit. And then I started like the new beginning in the 2000s with David Penn. And yeah, on that years, I started doing more what I really like, you know. So I was working from 2000 until 2011 in a good position, and then it became the EDM. So where a few years not many people interested in house music, but I continue my way, and now I have a reborn again some 2-3 years ago, and I'm really enjoying the moment, you know, because it's I'm never tired about to do my profession, and I always enjoy doing it, and I have passion, you know, on everything that I do. So yeah, maybe 3 times in my career.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna ask the next question about. Is the comeback of house music, right? And I felt like 2 years ago, and it was really like, I know it was like gone, in a way. And I remember you were here and you were telling me house music is coming back. What do you think made house music coming back so strong?
Well, I think there are cycles, in music, and I think that the EDM was really big, and but it was becoming hard and harder and harder. So at the end, I think the people get tired also, and house music was never, it was always popular, but not a trend, It's something that it was since the early 90s around. So it was never, it's something that always come back, And it's good now to see new generations that enjoy house music. And in my point, I started to think 3 years ago what I want to do in my career, and I just follow my instinct, and I'm enjoying really
great.
Yeah, it's going great, and I think I did it in the right moment. So yeah, I really like the moment.
Like I was talking to you about, you got the new chunky kick, and to make it actually even more clubbing, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. This was one of the things that I learned, in my 2000s. I was doing my music was success, but in the last 3-4 years, I started to think, okay, I need to make a little bit harder, but not hard. I mean, stronger to play in every part of the set, on every part of the night. And yeah, I found it.
Nice. Let's talk about your record label, Urbana. Did you start it same time as Defected or Stereo Production?
Well, I started in 2003.
Yeah.
So it's 3 years less than
Defected.
Defected. 3 years later, and yeah, it was always my way to release music that I really like. On that years, I would prefer to do my own vinyls and to express my vision of house music. And it's becoming so it's 18 years old right now, or 17, and it's really good. It's I never use the label as a big label. I just release music when I think that it's something interesting to release. I don't want to release a lot of music that sometimes is not interesting. So I prefer to, sometimes I could release one release in a month, and sometimes spend 6 months. But when it's something ready, I will release it. But I need to feel that it's a good record, not just release because I need to.
And then Urbana radio show that you always put up every week, which I listen to, which is great. When you choose these songs, is there like songs you're promoting from your label, or just songs that you like to?
I mean, I normally play always some of my productions. Of course, it's my radio show, but I only play the music that I like. It's not any pressure from anywhere. I receive promos and the music that I like, and it's good because it's something that I do free. I have no pressure to play something, and I always love to play music from different, maybe more deep or maybe more disco or whatever. But all the music that I release is music that gives me something, that I like.
Okay, next, Bali. The question I ask everybody: how do you feel Bali's going, and always difference between Bali and Ibiza?
Well, it's I don't know. I've been in Ibiza more times than in Bali, but the vibe is really good here also, because it's every time I say I go to Bali, everybody is so jealous. Everybody wants to come here. The energy here is amazing, and always when I come, I really have a good time,
We have amazing beach clubs now, as you know.
Of course.
All the big brands. And something I want to tell you is that I've seen that a lot of labels are coming here, like they did before when they mobilized to Ibiza, which now you got, Anjuna Deep is coming here twice a year. You have Carl Cox, who brings his mobile disco. You have Defected now, who's been here. Do you think Urbana might do something? Would you be interested to do something?
I would love to, of course, why not? And the good point here is that there is no big problems on the beach clubs, because in Ibiza the laws are making impossible to play in open air in many places. You know, there's always problems with the limits of the music, and here is still you can do a good party in open air. So this is really lucky for this kind of part.
Well, your music is welcome to Bali. House music is exactly what we need. I play a lot of your songs at Finn's Beach Club in Omnia, even at Cafe Del Mar and stuff. We even do sing. We have singers that plays with us using your song. So I have to say you should look more into Bali now for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, the final question I want to talk to you about. Anything you want to tell to the viewers?
Well, now I'm producing a lot. I have new releases coming from my productions with some other producers like Ferroc Down or Macho. I also have new remixes coming in different labels. I'm gonna play with Defected in many parties, also in Defected Croatia. So it's gonna be a really good year, I guess. You know, it's I'm really enjoying the moment, and I love what I'm doing, and I love the people enjoy with me.
All right, thank you so much, David Penn, and you are gonna give us a radio show 1 hour this Friday. So, and make sure everybody tune in to Paranoia 87.8 Hard Rock FM Bali this Friday with David Penn.
Don't miss it.
Thank you.